Thanks. Let's take this now to Senator Marco Rubio, who joins us from Palm Beach this morning. Senator, thank you for joining us this morning. You're getting a lot of good reviews for your debate performance last night, but did you do anything to slow Donald Trump down?
Well, I don't know it's about tear Donald Trump down. I think it's like any debate, is an opportunity to convince people that I'm the right choice to be president. There are still a significant number of undecideds across the country, in Illinois and Ohio and North Carolina, and the other Missouri and other states that are in play, but also in Florida. And so I think it's an opportunity to do that. I think it's an opportunity to get people that are supporting other candidates to give you a second look, and it's also an opportunity to reinvigorate your own supporters. So for me, that's what the debates are always about. Certainly last night, that's what it was about. I felt good about the night we had, and we'll see if it pays dividends, but I feel positive about it.
Anything you wish you would have said?
Well, look, I give credit to the moderators. It was a policy debate. It was very policy-oriented. Obviously, there's a lot of topics we could have talked about that we didn't get to, but, you know, 2-hour debate. But I give them credit. I thought it was a very substantive debate. I'm glad that it was. It was important. I thought it was timely and appropriate. And, you know, I think I wish I would have given out my website, marcorubio.com, because every time I do, a bunch of people go on there and donate.
Meantime, though, you're still, according to most of the polls I've seen over the last several days, you're still down by double digits in Florida. One report that you're not even advertising. How can you make up that ground in the final 4 days?
Well, we're not down by double digits. I've always acknowledged that it was going to be a tough fight here in Florida, but we're making real progress. I love all the trends that are happening, and I think a couple things are happening. Number one is there's a significant number of voters that are now making up their minds, and I think they'll head our way. I hope so anyway, that they will. And the other is there's a lot of Kasich and Cruz supporters who realize that neither John Kasich nor Ted Cruz has any chance to win in Florida. And if they don't want Donald Trump to be our nominee, then voting for John Kasich or Ted Cruz in Florida is a vote for Donald Trump.
But even if you win Florida on Tuesday night, get every single one of the delegates, by our calculations, you're going to need to win 78% of the remaining delegates to get that nomination. That can't be done. That means your best hope is a contested convention. So how do you answer Donald Trump's argument that whoever has the most delegates going to that convention should be the nominee?
The majority, almost 2/3 of Republicans, do not want Donald Trump to be our nominee. And if you have someone who's your front runner and your nominee who a significant percentage of the party rejects, you're not going to win a general election. I think I'm the only candidate left in this race who can unite the Republican Party and also grow it. And so I think that's the reason why ultimately we're going to be the nominee. It's not going to be a traditional way. It's going to take a long time that most people anticipated to get there. But it's important, and I feel really good about it, especially after Tuesday when we win Florida, what it's going to mean for our campaign.
Senator Rubio, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, George.